Good morning, year 3 and 4. Last week of home learning for this half term. Where has the time gone? I don't know. Well, I know where my time has gone, into hours and hours of recording Oliver and the Sea Weeks. But it was enjoyable anyway. I can't believe we're coming to the end of our story. Today you'll have chapter 10, which is a massive chapter. Loads happens and we get to the ending nearly of the story, and then tomorrow you'll have the final chapter. I'm so glad I chose that story. It was such a brilliant story. Yesterday I had a look through the work that you were doing yesterday about the hair colour and things. People are so creative. You're amazing. It's really, really nice to see. So well done you. All that hard work. Sometimes it's really tricky, not being motivated and things, but well done you. Fantastic. A couple of things that I want to say is that make sure you're listening to the audio clips on the Google Slides. Sometimes those audio clips can have more instructions or clearer instructions, just because it's easier to say something than it is to write something. And I'm always thinking that I don't want to put too much text on the screen, I don't want to confuse people, but the audio clips do have more in there sometimes. So do listen to them, especially if you're finding something tricky, challenging, or you're not quite sure what to do. Those audio clips are there to help you. Make sure you listen to them before you post a comment saying it's not working or I don't know what to do. Because 9 times out of 10, I literally just type the same thing as what was on the audio clip, and then people seem to know what to do. So that kind of tells me that those people aren't listening to it. So make sure you are. They're there to help you. They take an awful lot of time to make. So the only reason I make them is to try and help you. The other thing is the maths sheets. You've got Chile 1, Chile 2, Chile 3. Just make sure that you're not trying to plough through all of them. The idea is not that you have to do all of them. Feel free to if you want to, but that's not what they're designed for. They're designed to give you an option of where you think you need more practice. If analog clocks is something completely new to you, start with Chile 1 and see how you get on with Chile 1. You could finish halfway through Chile 1 if you're finding it too simple and move on to Chile 2. Remember, the key is to get quite a few of the questions correct, but also have a few questions which really challenge your thinking and help fire those neurons into making mistakes and noticing patterns. So it's not, oh, I'm getting them all right, this is brilliant. It's, oh, I'm getting them correct, oh, these are a bit challenging. That's what you want. So if Chile 1 is feeling a bit too easy for you, move on to Chile 2. If you want a bit of an extra challenge, move on to Chile 3. Remember, those 3 tasks span year 3 and 4. So Chile 3 is there really to push year 4. So if you're in year 3, don't feel you have to do Chile 3. Okay? So just want to clarify that for you. But generally, most people seem to be getting on really well with that and choosing their challenge to where they think that they are in that time, which is brilliant. So I'm going to share with you one of my, I don't know, I'm a bit confused about this plant. I don't quite know if it's going to work or not. So here we go. This is a spring onion. There are 3 spring onions in there. I planted these on the 23rd of March, so they're doing quite well, quite long. But every time I see these in the supermarket, they're really quite thick, but mine seem quite thin. And I don't really know when I should pull them up and eat them. I'm just going to leave them for now. I was watching Monty Don a few weeks after I posted these, a couple of weeks after, and he said to post them into clumps. So in the front garden, I've now got many more in the same area, hoping that will help. But they just, has anyone grown these before? Sometimes they're called spring greens, sometimes they're called scallions. That's my favourite name for them, scallions. Much more fun to say than spring onion. But I don't know, do they just fatten up themselves, or do I eat them when they're skinny? Has anyone grown them before? Does anyone know? Let me know. Right, so there's my spring onions done. But have a great day, and I'm sure I'll see you in the classroom. Post me a message if you want.